I almost forgot. Yo. It's Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Is it Friday? It's Friday, right? Oh, man. Hey, story of my life, folks. Better late than never, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shabbat. I got the token, right? Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, hey, we don't have all half the kingdom to light with little to light the candles. So, old Nicky boy, he gonna have to do it for now. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. I don't know what they do. Hey, I'll get I just want to make sure, so just in case they wonder, well, what's that guy doing? Hey, remember? Let me check again and say, because I can't remember. Was it the fifth or the what? I don't need to plead the fifth. I just about told you everything. What is it? Yeah, we number 4 here, right here. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Yeah, it's still it's still the 4th commandment. Hey, remember what I said? Hey, wait, we Jewish Christians, right? I mean, look. Hey, don't you think them people called the Jews? Yeah. Hey, don't you think they probably know what day the Sabbath is? Yeah. So Jesus said what? And remember I said the Jews, they say, oh, there was a whole bunch of Jesuses running around. They've had a few of their own messiahs, right? Saying, hey, look at me, I'm here. I'm no here. They said, oh, yeah, we're going to check you in the psych ward, son. But finally, and then apparently there was a whole bunch of Jesuses too. But hey, it don't matter. Whatever. Sound good to me. What did Jesus say? It don't matter what day y'all want to do. So don't worry about what day I do. Hey, we used to go to Maranatha. You remember old Gene? I slept in that room at the frat house. They had Israeli flags all over the place. Yeah. Remember the panties all over it? They had Israeli flags. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not being fake. I'm serious. Old Leslie, she used to tell a few good jokes. And I gotta try to keep them G-rated, right? But she used to tell this joke about, I can't remember, about a dog. She'd be sitting in because I got to sitting in the barber shop, I got to listen to her talk for quite a bit, over the years. And she got the big honk honk, to help with the tip. And I'm sure that helped with the tips and all that. But hey, look, she used to tell this joke about what was that about the dog? Something I can't remember, but she'd get you all going, boy, and she'd have the big old honk honk, and she's already got them distracted. she'd get them all hypnotized, and she'd be chopping their hairs up, these all, and then she'd get you all going like this, and she'd be talking to you, right? She'd be, and then I can't remember, what was that joke about the dog or something in a previous life? And then all of a sudden you got this little, because she was kind of small, other than the big old other than that, she was pretty small, right? And you got this little thing whispering in there, and all of a sudden she started barking like a dog, and be like something in a previous life. I can't remember. She'll have to tell it to you. But it was pretty funny, man. It scared the hell out of all of them. And so I'm pretty sure I was like a redneck cowboy or something in a previous life, is what it is. Because I'm not being fake. This is like the natural voice that seems. It's not like some gangster in the back streets of Baltimore or like the back streets of Murderopolis. This is just like my natural habitat. Like I think it's the red. When you back a guy in a corner enough, and you try to paint him in a corner enough, he like the redneck just comes out of him. You know what I mean? And so I think that it's not about being fake. Shabbat Shalom. So we used to go to church on Saturday nights. Why am I drinking? Why do you care why I'm having a cup of coffee? Look, that's the nice thing. That's the serenity. We used to go down to New Hope, Alamo at all hours of the day. Anything but drinking a beer, right? Yeah. Let's go play some cribbage. It don't matter what time it is. Why are you asking me why I'm having a... What do you care why I'm not keeping you awake. I'm whispering. I'm not on Pal Talk. I'm not disturbing the peace. Why are you worried again about why old camper boy is drinking a cup of coffee? It's Friday Night Lights. I mean, maybe I'm going to go to... What do you care? It's only 10:30. I mean, everybody's out. They're all out at the bars. They got the bars open, but you can't go to church or school. But hey, come on now. We're going to keep that liquor going. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did I tell you? Hey, it's a one. Hey, hold on. Don't worry. I'm gonna I got my yarmulke. You gonna call me a kike again? Nah, come on, man. Look. Hey, don't worry. I'll light the lights here pretty quick. You know what I mean? Hey. You say, let's do that. You say, let's do that. You say, what in the hell is a Jewish Christian doing up with a bunch of polar bears? That's a good question. Because last time, when I first moved up here, there was one guy. I used to see him at the library. It wasn't Adam Sandler, but it was a different guy, and he was an older guy. So can you believe there used to be, and apparently he's gone. I haven't seen him. I've been up here for a while. There was actually a Jewish guy. Like, he had a real yarmulke. And I was going to get around to talking and saying, hey, I'm a Jewish Christian. Hey, how you doing? I used to go to church on Saturday nights. We used to do that, and that was okay. And hey, I don't mind. Let's go to church on Sunday morning, too. After Kingdom, what you want to do, honey? Yeah. She the boss. And any of you guys say, hey, Charlie Wilson's war. Yeah, boy, you been a. Well, you know what? I get a little funny when guys start wondering why. Hey, what's your word about? Y'all go drink your beer or something, dude. Leave me. Don't be worrying about why I'm drinking a. Hey, it ain't none of your business why I'm drinking a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. I just had a glory. Oh, glory! I just had a beautiful nap. Cause I've been yapping like a chihuahua all day. Yippity yappity ha ha. Hippity hippity bing 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 bada bing bing bing. I've been yapping all day. I was tired. So I say, hey, I'm gonna give me just a little bit of hey, zing zing and a zing zing. Oh yeah. And so why you always trying to give me a headache, man? Can you say anything positive, y'all? This is why I'm never gonna ever. Nobody care about me. I get it. But even if I'm never gonna look at the comments, so forget. I'm gonna make these videos. I'm gonna let my dad in. Revenge of the Nerds decide who watches them. And you know what else? I don't care what they saying because I ain't gonna look. I don't care. You're not gonna give me a headache. Maybe I'll look, but I'm gonna have to be like, what are you worried? You didn't care 20 years ago why I'm having a cup of coffee at 10:30 at night, heading on down to New Hope. Hey, play me some cribbage. Oh, I'm a cribbage champ. Y'all can you want to play some 5-10, 10-20? What? Hey, ain't very many guys. Cup stacking champion. Ain't many guys other than Dudley, and that's because ain't many guys can take me in cribbage. I'm just saying, because I got like the Holy Ghost on my side too. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Buck euchre, huh? You wanna play some euchre? Yeah, yeah. Hmm? How about you wanna do some gin rummy? Hey, I can do some gin rummy. We can do that. Let's go. Where's half the kingdom at, huh? Come on, honey. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm goofy, all right. Hey, but I'm sober. Goofy is hey, harmless. Maybe if I drool on my start. No, we don't want to do that, because then how do we get rid of the polar bear? The polar bear never bothered me, but, I wasn't that still, I tell you what, though, that's a polar bear. I don't care if you're down at the Minnesota Zoo and you're in that room and you're like, yeah, that's a pretty nice cage and all, but, there is a lock on there. Yeah, he's inside there, but and then part of it's like plexiglass, and I played hockey, and it's still plastic, and somehow those things, I don't care if it's bulletproof. There's like nature or something. I don't know, magic. I've seen those things break. Spontaneous combustion. I don't know. Hey, I'm going with I like steel. Forget that. Let's keep it on. Let's keep them in the steel. You know what I mean? Hey, you're in that plexiglass. I'm keeping an eye on that polar bear. Like, yeah, he in there, but I'm thinking that the steel bars and all that. That's like, I'll go with that. Yeah, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm all right, but that thing's like 8 feet tall, about 1,500 pounds, real hungry. I used to look like Sasquatch. Not because I wanted to go duck hunting, for real. I thought the beard looked cool though. Hey, let's do it. You say you're back again? Oh, so what? It's Friday Night Lights, yo. And I forgot. And so I want to do that live. Can you believe, Forrest? Where did that Jewish guy go? Because I don't know where he went. Because I remember him. And the Jewish community is pretty small in Minnesota. Like I said, there's only. I never seen that guy again, so he must have left Minnesota. But I was really surprised that there was a Jewish guy up here. Okay. And why a bunch of polar bears? Why did they get so angry all of a sudden just because you want to be friends with Jews? I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, they didn't do nothing to me. I think the Bible, they're like, I go to all these churches and they got all these flags, and then they got the flag with the Israeli flag and the US flag together. And I'm thinking, y'all are supposed to be Christians too, right? Hey, there's like a whole bunch of Christians all like, why do you get so angry and start calling people kikes? Just because you're a bunch of solar bears. Yeah, y'all. What's up? Look. Hey, you ready? Let's do it. Oh, should we get the grape juice out? Yeah. Come on, mommy. Let's go, mommy. Have the kingdom. What's up? Okay. We don't want to confuse anybody. You see, look. Now, see, I'm not like an official kike, right? Because if I was an official kike, I'd have done this. I'd have remembered real good, right? I'd have done this at dusk. So I'm just probably half a kike, right? But I got a shot glass here. Mama gave. We got this at Bed Bath and Beyond in Roseville. I don't even know if it's there anymore. Is it? Oh, I remember there. Bed Bath and Beyond. There, we sat. Me and my mom. My mom sat and talked to this guy for like 3 hours. This is, I don't know. I swear, ever since she got retired, and she got that pain, and she gets those really, really good narcotics. And so she gets to talking once in a while, kind of like Leslie. And so she's got me in Bed Bath and Beyond in Roseville for like 3 hours. And we're talking to this ex-Chicago police officer. And how he ended up in Minnesota and he's working at Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know, but he had some stories. And my mom, she's talking to this guy for 3 hours. And I'm thinking, all right, fine, he's a police officer. I'm just going to be quiet. Because, I support law enforcement and all that. And he's telling us all these stories. And he's lifting up his shirt, talking about how he got blasted with a shotgun one time. And he's showing me his leg. He said, one time I had to go in this drug house. And, he's got this big old thing across his knee. He's telling all these stories. And I'm like, okay, keep going. I'm listening. And we're just chilling in there. We're just for like 3 hours. Nice guy. Really nice guy. And I'm thinking, I don't know why. So what are you going to do in about 3 months when they shut all the stores down? Like, what are any of us going to do? Shabbat Shalom. Hey. Look. All right. Just because we want to be official, kike. What I got here, folks, is 100% Kadeem. This here. Remember them guys chain smoking all the way there? Yeah. Apparently, this here was made in Israel by the Orthodox. What is it? See, remember, I don't drink alcohol, so we, same thing. Whatever. Grape juice, wine. They use wine. Did you know that the Jews are I think they call it Purim. Once the real Orthodox Jews, they don't drink, like kind of like the Muslim people at all. No. Or they have that one they have like one of these every Friday night or something, but they ain't getting drunk. And if they do, they'll have to kingdom shit. Oh my. You don't want to make her mad. But once a year on Purim, I don't know. Like I said, I know something about a little bit about it. Like they like go out and get in tents or something and camp out somewhere. I don't know what they do, but they get crap face drunk, like so they don't even know their name. It's like a commandment or something. I don't know. Once a year. No, I'm not doing it. Like I made up for all those times, so I don't need to do that. So I drink the grape juice, and sometimes I forget I'm a horrible Jewish Christian. No, and I don't know squat. All right, but this here, look what it said. Okay, because in order to be official, you got to drink. You could only drink grape juice and grapes and wine from Orthodox Jews in Israel with grapes that have been produced on Israeli soil. So it says here, look, I gotta turn the light. I think I need glasses. I am officially getting old. So I'm thinking, well, you know, if there was a Jewish guy, a real Jewish guy, right? Not like this pretend Jewish guy, like this whoever this Nick guy. Right, this guy is goofy. Like we just can't figure this one out. No, this was like a real Jewish guy. Like he had the real yarmulke and all this up and forth. And I'm thinking, I mean, I know God always said there'd be a remnant, right? But I wasn't expecting to see that guy. And I was kind of disappointed when I went to go looking for him a while back and never seen him again. He must have moved somewhere. Or he quit going to the library. I doubt if he's up here. What he was doing in Forest Lake, because I seen him for a while. And see, remember I'm kind of slow, turtle-like. It takes me a while to get around to doing something sometimes. And so I had to see him about 3, 4, 5, 15 times before I thought, hey, maybe I'll say hi to this guy, right? Yeah. Hey. And then as soon as that story of my life, as soon as I finally get the courage up to go say, hey, maybe God wants me to talk to that guy. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You know, hey, I used to go to these churches and all this, and like they really, really supported Israel, and that's what they always taught me. So I got really, really interested in this Jewish alliance, why we support Israel. And oh, that's right, it's our only ally in the Middle East that surrounds us or them. And they keep being mean to them, and like they got the world. Remember, I kind of told that story. Somehow they got them convinced that they should all, you know, even though they own the whole Middle East, they should still own that little piece of dirt. Even though it says here they gave it to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember that? Or Isaac, Israel. And so they say they want peace, right? Well, if you want peace so bad, like I said, all you got to do is take a little hike in any direction you want. I mean, you ain't even got to go through any water. And you can like pick a home. You can pick a place in like within a half an hour, probably. We got to put all these Jews back on planes and figure out find people to take them. And we got to find, I mean, all over the. Wouldn't it just be easier if y'all just go for a little walk? Yeah. If you say you want peace. And how did you own the whole Middle East, right? You got them surrounded. You've been threatening everybody. And you even got the polar bears convinced that they're evil. But not you guys. And that they're the bad people and they got to go still if we want peace. But yet you got all that land everywhere, and the Jews are just like, hey, can we just have this little tiny piece of New Jersey? Just leave. We'll leave you alone. That's all we're asking. Just nope. We got the whole Middle East, and now we're marching across the world, and we're installing the caliphate in Dearborn, Michigan, San Diego, all up. Look at the map. And oh boy, and the polar bears, they got the polar bears convinced too. Yeah. Look, hey. Right here, look. And like I said, I can't figure out why they're so angry. All because they got that little, yeah, he's a little midget guy. I don't know why he was mad, but apparently they're a little bit better at finance or something. I don't know. Hey, look at this here, say. Okay. Actually, no, wait. I have to re-say that. So the grapes are from Israel. It's got Hebrew. It says it's product of the USA, though. But look, this is as good as you can get, at least for a goyim. I mean, they won't sell me anything any day. I can't. It's if they do, it's all private. This is the best you can find anywhere in this state. Okay, I guarantee it. Take it to the bank, go home, tell mama about it, cash the check. Look, but the important thing here is what? Under the supervision of the Union of Orthodox Jewish Congregations of America. Yeah, you can't get much higher than that, right? I mean, what kind of program we running here? Program or program? Hey, I don't know. They got a bunch of Hebrew, kind of like on the Pringle bottle too. So I don't know. Well, look, if you want some grape juice and you're gonna get as close to some grapes made on maybe I don't know. Do they get the grapes and bring it over here? They make. I don't know. But this is as close as you can get. Hey, if you don't have a problem with a Muslim putting a mosque 50 feet from where I grew up for 50 years with a bunch of polar bears, and you don't have a problem with a guy in my backyard. Oh, Steffi Wold, she can testify. She was there. No, wait, that same place. Remember that? We used to, oh, yeah, all us polar bears, we used to own that place, but now we can't even go in there. Without and we got guys from over in Axis of Evil coming in. Remember, but now all the polar, it's okay for that guy to plop down wherever he wants. And if old polar bear camper, now I'm not really a polar. It kind of look like one, but I'm actually Jacob's sheep. I'm not a pinto, and we ain't trying to get a Cadillac for a pinto. Oh, Amarillo Slim, you know what I'm saying? Look. So what you're saying is, kind of a half, you're sort of a polar bear, right, Joe Camper? Yeah, but not really. I'm not big enough. I'm a small. Go look, hey, look. So what you're saying is, I shouldn't be able to go into a college. It's more appropriate. Well, not only that, they got the black Muslim guy. He's head of security. So you ain't getting no in North Hennepin community. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, that used to be farmland with a bunch of polar bears. Nothing but polar bears. No Sasquatch. And I go in there to take a class in my backyard, and you got some Muslim guy who ain't a citizen of the United States. The way he's acting, there's no way he's even an asset. And he's parked right in front of the walkway with 500 people walking. And I'm just like, hey, this has nothing to do with me owning this place or being in my backyard or I'm a polar bear. But hey, I don't care what religion you are. What are you? Why are you doing this? Oh, you're trying to make me angry again. Aren't they sick of trying to set me off and just leave me alone? I'm like, hey, dude, like, hey, can you go over to the wall? No, no. So now it's not okay for a Christian, me, that kind of white polar bear guy. I can't pray. If I did that, I'd be holding a captive audience and they'd have the Muslim cop guy come arrest me. But the Muslim guy can do it now in our country. He's not even a citizen, probably hates us from the axis of evil. What's going on, folks? And you wonder why I'm a little goofy? So, I mean, this is about as good. You can't get much better than that. Hey. So, we don't drink alcohol, so we're going to drink this here. Just a little bit. Just to make that connection. Or I better get out a new one. Look at that. All right. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I bought about 50,000 of these. Because I knew they were going to shut everything down, see? I was preparing. So I got about 50. Hey, I'm going to start selling these for about $1,000 a bottle. If you need one, hey, call me. No, I'm just playing. I only got about 5 of them. I bought a few extra, but I bought every one they had. But just because I know, hey, I don't, these might be kind of hard to get a hold of, once they create that virus and they go and try to give you the wooden nickel and they start trying to say, oh, he crazy. But, we're going to let that Muslim, hey, if you talk to that guy, we're going to arrest you in your backyard, in your own country, with a religion we've been practicing for 200 years. But now, hey, I don't know what's going on, but something don't smell right here. A little fishy. So you're going to let that Muslim do whatever he feel like in my backyard? Remember, I'm part polar bear. And say, but you're going to worry about a nice little guy that don't drink alcohol. Been living here and ain't never bothered nobody. And I'm the problem? And you wonder why they doing all that crazy, I understand why they're doing it. I ain't going to do it. Hey, no, I'm cool. I won't bother nobody. As long as you leave me and half the kingdom alone, we're fine. Don't buy. Oh, hey, and look, half the shit. Trust me. The only thing stronger than a strong part polar bear is that even a stronger half the kingdom. Oh yeah, they call her. They call her the anchor for a reason, right? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yo. Oh. Oh, you're pretty. You all right? You okay, man? Oh, you got some confidence, don't you? Well, you feeling all right? Well, don't make old half the kingdom mad, 'cause If she goes, you ain't so tough. I'm just saying, Charlie Wilson's boy. Don't ever get to step into her. I guess you can be cocky or a little bit to, when they start backing you in the corner, but don't ever give old King or half the kingdom any lip. She'll put you in check real fast. See, most of y'all learn that before you're about 45. But like we say, better late than never. Hey, let's read it. So, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Liquid and computers? No. So, what we're going to do is we're going to light some candles, remember? We're going to celebrate the Sabbath the same way they've been doing for 6,000 years. If you want to go to church tomorrow, that's fine. We can do that. Let's go to church. Don't be mad just because. Hey, you know that thing where those guys that park wherever they feel like and they like to point towards Mecca? Where I'm walking in like the school I grew up in my own country. Remember that? And I have to step over them and they hold me captive and I can hear them doing their Muslim call to prayer. And like they have all the rights and I have none. And if I say anything, they're going to send a Muslim guy to arrest me too. Remember that? Well, I'm thinking Mecca's kind of that way towards Jerusalem. So usually I turn around when I do this. Is that okay? Because it's okay for that Muslim guy to do it. So, like, north is kind of that way. So I'm thinking east is somewhere over that. I'm thinking of, like, Jerusalem's like over that way somewhere. The good fishing's up that way there somewhere, but old Jerusalem, it's over this way. Well, we say like this, and I don't know. Hey, seemed like a better thing to do than be sitting at the bar since I got everything else closed. But we got to keep that liquor flowing. Hey, yo, hi, habita, habita, bada bing, bing, bada bing. Hey, guess what? Oh, one more quick thing. Hey, when you go to the liquor store, they pretty much want. Remember how God always said there'd be a way out? He pretty much gave us a warrant on most of them. You know how it says liquor, wine, and spirits. Now I don't know what was wrong with just liquor and wine or beer and wine. So sometimes they hey, remember hiding in plain sight? They spirits. Now, I don't know what kind of spirits, but they ain't good ones. It ain't the Holy Spirit. No. So they pretty much sometimes they warn you. Spirits. I don't know, are those liquor spirits, wine spirits, but spirits is something, and they ain't good ones. No. All right. I'm going to do my best to not butcher this. Old Karadig. See, negative people. Negative, I'm saying, what happened to the glass half full? Instead of saying, good job, good effort, oh, Camper boy, Nicky boy. Hey, thanks for supporting Israel. Thanks for the Jewish Christian Alliance. Thanks for building our country. Thanks for helping us in World War II. And thank you. We're glad. We hate the hell out of Jesus because he was, I don't know what the deal is. I guess somebody was trying to tell me that, and the reason why the polar bears don't like the Jews is because if you read their, Which book is that? And I have yet to confirm this, but they have Jesus boiling in hot excrement. They're very, very angry at this guy that claimed to be their Messiah. And I think it just kind of goes back to these Roman guys that didn't even believe in the guy, and they didn't want a good crisis to go to waste or something. So they thought, hey, we can exploit this. We got all these goofy, crazy guys running around claiming to be some Messiah. Why don't we just run with this? And then we can kind of use this to our advantage or something. And the Jews are like, well, you already did all this to us, and now you're going to start a new religion? And now you're going to try to convert us and make us believe in this Jesus guy? I'm just saying what I've heard. What's that book called? The Talmud or something? And then they have a special section in the Talmud or something that has a really, really nice special place for Jesus or something. I'm thinking that can, like, between that and the financiers or something, these polar bears are just like, hey, well, we don't like these guys or something. I don't know. But they let the Muslims come into the backyard and say, hey, you can take over. Go ahead, arrest the part polar bear guy that's lived here the whole time, then going to Lutheran church right here. And if he gives you any problem about praying your thing in front of everybody, obstructing traffic, being a disorderly, it's pretty much absolutely it's disorderly. It disrupts the natural flow of traffic. It disturbs the peace. It brings undue attention. It's a captive audience because you're preaching, you're Muslim. It's no different than a Christian guy going down to the DMV and saying, hey, I know you're in this line here for 15 hours and I got no reason to be here, but I'm going to I'm going to read the Bible out loud. That's illegal. It's really no different, honestly. And how they get away with it, it's got to be a spirit of something. Because why the double standard? Why they would allow that guy to do that? Wooden nickel in our own country. Remember, I was born here. That guy wasn't even born here. That's fine. We're a melting pot. That's cool. We like to take, especially guys that'll give us information. Remember, because we need a couple allies in the Middle East, so we might want to keep Israel there. Remember that part? So yeah, we got some guys go around here and there, but you don't got to act like that and think you're that special. You get to park yourself wherever you feel like and pray, and people got to climb over you. Where normally it's a sidewalk, it's a walkway inside a building. Remember that? Yeah, that's not normal. But yet you want to arrest me because I ask you, hey, would you move, please? There's 50 people walking through here, and this ain't reasonable, guy. Remember that? Yeah. North Hennepin Community College, just down the block from my pastor's church. Remember that? Mighty Fortress didn't really get going. I don't know what ever happened to him. He's got a website. Bishop Williams and his wife and all them right down the street. Remember that? And I'm about to get arrested because I asked a Muslim guy, and I was polite at first. I was just like, hey, man, this is kind of abnormal. You're blocking. And he's doing it, and they're doing it on purpose, obviously. And okay, well, you're taking the bait. But how are we going to, do you want to turn into Dearborn, Michigan, where the entire city council is all Muslim? Mostly Sharia law, guys that support that. Do you want to keep allowing to do that in our backyard? Do you mind if we keep a few places that the way we've always had it? Hey, I think that'd be all right instead of let them turn us into Dearborn, Michigan. Sure, we should have a few Dearborn, Michigan. That's fine. But not in my backyard. Go somewhere else. And when I ask you nicely, hey, Would you move? Praying. Do you see anybody else doing this? Any Christians, Buddhists? Nobody's doing that. You're doing it on purpose because you want to start a fight because you got a Muslim guy down there at the office that'll arrest me if I say anything to you, and that was your whole plan. But I can hardly stand it because this is my backyard, and I've been here for 50 years. So if you don't have a problem with that, and you got a problem with me reading this, the problem's you, not me.
Baruch Ato.
Oh, it is. Now it's 12 a.m. I'm going to be loud. Normally, okay. Now, see how mindful I am? I forgot for a moment because I got a little excited talk. I get a little passionate. We gotta be a little quieter because it is past norm. You remember I said I'm a professional? Growing up from 10 to 10, normally it's quiet time, right? From 10 p.m. till 10 a.m. You don't call anybody on the phone unless Amarillo's. Unless you need like a counselor in the middle of the night, you can call Amarillo Slim up, and if he's awake, he'll answer. But other than that, what you want to do is we don't want to disturb the peace because they're already trying to arrest us for going to school in our backyard and asking nicely, hey, I know, hey, maybe you're like a CIA asset, and we got a whole bunch of them because we got a lot of problems around the world. So we're like letting a bunch of extra y'all in here. But hey, we were here first. And could you try to assimilate and be halfway nice and respectful and not park yourself right in the middle of the picnic place or in the walkway? I don't think that's unreasonable to ask you that, sir. Okay, I understand. You speak 2-3 dialects of Arabic or whatever, and you're funneling information so we can secure the world. But that don't mean you get to act like that over here. Just be a nice guy and pray over at the table, or at least so people, like if I'm looking at my smartphone, normally I can just walk through there but now I'm tripping over you because you just want to, what's going on here, folks? But we got to be quiet. Okay? Because we got neighbors, and we are actually way more normal than any of y'all think. Shh. So it's quiet. So normally I've seen the Jews read this, remember? And so they're pretty loud. But I don't want to wake anybody up, and I don't want to get accused of being belligerent or disturbing or anything like that. So I'm going to do it quieter. Okay?
Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu Melech Ha'olam Asher Kideshanu B'mitzvosav V'tzvitfotnuch Lichadlik Neshel Shabbat Kodesh.
All right, so apparently I don't know one lick of Hebrew at all. And I'm thinking, hey, Carrot Egg, hey, give me an A for effort. Don't be a jerk and tell me, oh, you butchered that. Well, how about I tried to do it? What happened to that? Wasn't it nicer that I tried to be friends with the Jews instead of not be friends? Yeah. And so apparently in English, what that means is, blessed are you, God our Lord, King of the universe, who has hallowed us through his commandments and has commanded us to kindle the lights of the holy Shabbat. Yeah, I mean, seriously, so what I would do now, right? Take my 100% Israeli, as close as you can get, grape juice, because I don't drink alcohol, because Alcohol's of the devil. Except on Purim, apparently. And every other day if you're a polar bear. Oh, we are out of... Oh, I gotta get some... Look what I found, girls. I got 2 doggy girls. Oh. Oh yeah, I got about 50,000 of these too. You're one of them paranoid prepper guys, aren't you? No. But I figured there was something coming, maybe eventually. Like, hey, I might go up to Walmart and there's going to be nothing up there. And I still want to be able to light some candles. So I bought a few extra. So remember, folks, apparently those guys that like to bring in the SWAT team on the polar bear guy, they only did 2, I guess. 2, but we got 3, and it just seemed appropriate when Mama gave that to me, that just in case, you know, I mean, it sounds pretty good, don't it? 1 for the Father, 1 for the Son, and 1 for the Holy Ghost. Because I got 3. Mm-hmm. Isn't this fun? Seeing what I do? I mean, this is like better than Big Brother. All right, so I've got I'm gonna light the candles, and maybe that's, like I said, other than, I don't know how many times, like one time I saw this gal, and I'm thinking, how many times did I show up? Let me light the candles. I don't know. I guess y'all will have to kind of do what your spirit tells you to do, but you know, it's kind of an honor. It's more of a, you know. So I feel like as long as I do it sometime between sundown Friday and sundown Saturday, because I don't know all the official business stuff, and I'm not in, you know. I tried that, and they brought the SWAT team, so I just kind of do my own thing. Kind of sick of the SWAT team, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking like, pretty soon I ought to be the SWAT team. I ought to decide when the SWAT team goes in or something. Because, like, you keep bringing this SWAT team in on me, and, like, you shouldn't be doing it. I'm like, it don't make sense anymore. Hey. Baruch Hashem, and the peace of Jerusalem. In Jesus Christ almighty name. Boy, I'm really confusing them. I mean, they don't know if they're coming. They don't know what this guy is, huh? I mean, what? They're Jews. Maybe that's why they got so mad. They're like, how dare that guy? He said Jesus. Hey, you know what Seventh Beggar told me one time? I can't remember where Seventh Beggar said he was. But he was nervous. Was he in Germany? Somewhere in Germany, maybe? Somewhere over in Europe, I guess. Wouldn't have been Israel. I can't remember. He was traveling somewhere. And I can't remember, and I was surprised. I didn't get the whole gist of the story. All I remembered was he was really nervous that they would think he was a Jew. And so he removed his yarmulke and proceeded to put on a baseball cap. I don't know. You'll have to ask him what that was all about. I can't remember. Like, I was on there a long time. I heard a lot of different stories and stuff like that. I don't know. It always really surprised me, though, because, well, anyways, I'm getting kind of tired. I just kind of got to go to bed. You know, the guy wanted to know why I'm drinking coffee, and that, otherwise I probably would have had another hour or so of good energy, great energy. But again, it kind of, see, I let these people take the wind out of my sails because I care. And, you know, when you don't do anything wrong, and you're just a nice guy, and you really want to help people, and they keep making stuff up about you and stuff. Why? I don't know, because I'm even part polar bear. I'm like half polar bear. So I guess I'm not a purebred or something. I'm a mutt, you know. So you don't like me. Nobody likes me. Can't get in where you fit in, you know. But I'm tired again. I just wanted to come on for the record and do, you know, light the candles. Just in case, you know, God and, you know, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that Jewish Christian alliance that, never know, it might help. Maybe maybe that helps summon a supernatural host of holy angels to be round about me, encamped like a wall of fire that no devil or demon can penetrate. Yeah. I don't know, something to do. Seemed like a better thing to do than go sit at the bar and drink. Or watch some stupid, filthy program. Or watch some sports. The guys only thing they care about is money. They switch teams all the time. I don't know, what am I going to watch that for? No, you know what? Oh, I'll eat something. But I'm tired. I'll be going soon, probably. But that's what I do on a Friday night. And like I said, I mean, all them Jewish flags and at the Maranatha Church, and Murderapolis, Minnesota, at the frat house of the Amberitis. Oh boy, you'll get Amberitis if you go there. Yeah, man. They had Gene Amarillo Slim. I guess he's up in Rogers. His mom was up in Rogers, right? Or something. He worked for hotel systems or something. He had the Jewish flag with the American flag thing. He had one. Those other ones too. Man, every time though, you go in the bathroom. Community bathroom. Like I said, I mean, there's only so many times they can keep doing stuff before you say, all right, you got my attention. Now what? Okay. Because, being quiet and meek and all humble and whispering, that didn't work. So I guess we're just trying a little something else now. And there's all this weird stuff going on in the world. It's cold in here again. Yeah. Say hi, honey. Hi, sweetheart. Say hi, pretty girl. Oh, she says, I'm cold. I'm cold, Daddy. Hmm? I'm cold, Daddy. Can I have kissy? Oh, is she gonna kiss my wooden nickel, say? That's a secret kissy nickel. Yes. She looks tired. Remember, folks, you pound for pound, you are looking at the toughest doggy in the world. Guarantee it. I mean, this doggy has been through hell. Yeah. What a good, nice doggy she is. Now, the Jewish people, I guess they only permit, because if you look in with domesticating dogs, that was kind of like they didn't do that. If you look, they were outside the camp. There's nothing good about dogs now. As you can see, they can be very nasty animals, beasts, especially if you don't spend $5,000 and train them. Yes, they can be pretty good if you. They're like children. They need supervision and consistent from the very start. You live, you learn. But apparently the Israelites, remember that? Those guys that came before the Christians, the first Christians were those Jewish Israelite guys kind of hanging around Jesus and all that. Remember those guys? Apparently they did not, it was not kosher, it was not okay to have dogs. Obviously, we're under the new, but I'm just saying, I think we can learn things from the Old Testament, get context of the New Testament, right? Or at least consider what they did so we understand the new, right? Something like that. I think that's fair. And so the only time they use dogs is for security purposes. And according to Leslie, I was into security at a very young age. And then the whole Jacob Wetterling, and then they smashed my windows in when I went up north. And I got it narrowed down to a couple people, sure. But, and there might be some hidden video somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Still working on it. What? The dogs, they didn't allow dogs. They were outside the camp. They were dirty. If you look at there's nothing. You can't find it nowhere. New Testament, anytime they talked about dogs, it was bad. Anytime we referenced any dog, if you were a dog or they were nasty, dirty, they did not. The only thing they allowed them to do is they would throw the meat scraps around the camp. Because then they would make noise if somebody came in. Yeah, so all this having snakes and serpents and as pets, and I don't know about all that. But I love my doggies, okay? Because I'm part polar bear. Only half part polar bear. Look. So, you say, well, so what? Okay. The thing is, though, yeah, but they can be pretty dirty. They really are. And they're very, very expensive to keep their hygiene up. It's like $50 every 3 days. Bath, shower, trim, to really, really keep them. Yeah. But really good guard doggies. You couldn't sneak a ghostie in here. No, you couldn't sneak a ghost in here. So God gave them to me. They're getting pretty old, and so I'm not really in the market for dogs anymore. So I've just figured I'm just gonna keep my act together, and then I probably gonna be a cat guy or something. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Unless half the kingdom, unless she, you gotta do. Unless she likes dogs. But they're just, cats are less maintenance. They can, I think I'm gonna get into birds, cats, and fish. I always wanted an aquarium. So, and like I said, little dogs, after what we've been through, it's kind of like a good woman, you just can't replace her. And so trying to do another dog after, being with a dog like this, you're going to be like, it's just never going to be the same. You see what I'm saying? Sure, you could try, it'd be all, you pop, you need security or whatever, but I'm thinking, can we get to a place where we don't need no security or something? I don't know. It's a crazy world. Let's eat. You know, so we've really gotten to a place in America where, like, A, there's no religion and it's normal, or B, but it's normal for Muslims to come in and take over. But as far as like the Christian Jewish thing, that's not. It's like, whoa, man, you're like, we're kind of like sort of like, hey, we believe in, we're sort of kind of, we maybe my parents we went to Lutheran church once in a while, but we don't read the Bible. We don't. We know there's like that lesbian lady down there that at the Lutheran church now that got ordained, and she's kind of the pastor, and we just, they've got like nursery school and stuff, but we don't read the Bible or nothing, and so we don't really care what's in there. But I mean, if you do that, I mean, you're like one of them. You're like one of them extremist guys that needs to be on a watch list. Or C, we're like you got just malicious intent to destroy religion, and they'll do and say anything to get rid of you. But they don't have any problem with that. The Muslims though, because I don't know why. Because you got to replace it with something, I guess. I don't know. So it's a convenient. What is it? Your enemy of your friend. Your enemy of your friend is your friend of your enemy, or something. I mean, so it's convenient to allow them to kind of be all right, but I don't know. Or I guess it's a judgment from God finally. God finally said, I've seen enough in America now. They've been suffering around the world, and remember that porn industry you got $500 an hour to move wire, and by the way, hey, what you gonna ask me to do next? By the way, hey, come on over here, honey. Yeah, remember that? We got that disgusting, filthy porn industry and all the drugs and the opiate. I mean, but maybe God is just like, and the Muslims are pretty good. I will look. Can I say this? I'll say this. As far as maybe that's what it is. We're just being judged, folks, because the Muslims are better, way, way better, and there's way, way more now. They're way, way better and way more. They're way, way better at practicing their religion. They're following they're probably, on a lot of cases, they're closer to God. They're probably doing more Christian things than a lot of the Christians are doing. But hey, so maybe it's a judgment. We're starting to see this stuff like in our own colleges, and you go into the a half a polar bear can't even go in his backyard without a mosque and a guy praying and almost going to jail because he nicely asks him, "Hey, could you pray out of the way so we can walk here?" It's insanity. So don't ever wonder why people are storming the Capitol. I ain't gonna do it, never. I ain't advocating that. But if you ever wonder why, well, that's part of the reason, I'm sure. Stuff like they probably went through some similar stuff and they're like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. Old Sebastian Gorka. Sebastian Gorka. He used to, what does he say? Give me liberty or give me death. I don't know. They used to say some stuff like that. And I don't know. We're supposed to have this freedom of religion, right? But it seems like it's only for the Muslims now or something. I don't know. And then you got all these other guys that are like, no, it's freedom from religion. We got to get rid of all them Christians and Jews, but it's convenient to allow these, because they're, we can use them to arrest the Christians because they'll get upset. So we'll just let them do their thing for a while. And then, we can always go back and get those Muslims or something. I don't know, man, because it's not all inclusive. This is stuff I've been talking about, but the old seventh beggars and the DKSs and the Helens and the Greek Trojans and, they've been interrupting me. And I've been putting up with their abuse just like everybody. They're stupid red dots while they get to ramble on and tell me how. Which I still don't. How does an Orthodox Jew, seriously, who's worried about being a Jew, and he takes off his yarmulke. I don't know. I think he was in Germany. So he does that, puts on a baseball cap so they don't put him in an oven and call him a kike. But at the same time, he says, well, it's truth. It's the 21st century, camper. Nobody cares anymore. Well, maybe not here on Powell Talk. Nobody cares about sodomy or homosexuality anymore. Even us, or even most of us Orthodox Jews, we've even decided that that's okay. That wasn't supposed to be in the Torah. What? Who are you? It's scary out there. I'm just going to have a little food. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But I hope you enjoyed that little extra bonus time with the camper. We lit the candles and stuff. That was a little funner, right, than listening to me drivel on about my childhood. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, we're about done with that. Oh, a couple more honorable mentions. Whatever happened to old Swanson? Steve Swanson, big old tall Swanson. He was a nice guy. He was always nice. Brian Fisher. Whatever happened to Brian Fisher? He was a nice guy. Played basketball with him for many years. Whatever happened to him? Who was the soccer guy? His dad was from Brazil. Nikki Pickles' mother was apparently dated him, her dad. He was from they were from Bolivia or like somewhere down that way. What was his name? It's a strange, it's a hard one to remember. Everybody liked him. What was his name? He played soccer. Him and his brother were into soccer. They lived right across the street from me and Nikki, and Nikki's mom. Nikki Pickles, though. Remember the 80s hair? Girls, man, they had the hair would be like. Oh, Nikki Pickles. She was a nice gal. She was another one. She really liked me. Saw her that one time outside of Unity. I was playing basketball. There's just a lot of that. The basketball, the beer, and the one hitters. I don't know. Lots of good girls that came and gone. Yeah, she was pretty loyal. She was pretty much like a junkyard dog. She'd do anything for you till she wouldn't. Yeah, probably should have been nicer to that one too. She was probably one of the nicer ones. So if they ever accuse me of being like Joe Biden or something, being I'm sleepy Nick, but I ain't touchy feely Nick. I never ever had to grab or touch any girls that didn't want it. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I have plenty of girlfriends. Go ask them. Nick ever hurt you? Be a weirdo? No. Oh no, we really wanted him to touch us. Oh yeah. So, and I only say that to defend my character. Okay. No, don't want to make half the future half the kingdom mad and make her start thinking, well, why you keep talking about that, sir? Like, well, it's just because all the weird, we got to cover our bases here. Okay? Let's see, what was another one? Yeah, I'll think of one. So, as far as me being a weirdo, not really around anybody else. Just a half a weirdo once in a while, like when I write love letters to complete strangers, because, you had a dream or something. But they didn't have any salad. I need some salad. I gotta get some salad. Can you imagine picking up, like, you go into the produce section? No. So, like, you go outside, I don't know, and all of a sudden there's like half a kingdom there, and you're like, hey, can I pick you? Can I like pick you up and carry you, and we go get some salad? And you're like, whoa, what? You already tried that, man. Yeah, I already tried that. Hmm? Yeah. So, this guy is out there. Well, it's late. I'm tired. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been talking all day, trying to think, and then, like I said, after they do so much to you, You get a little goofy. You get a little goofy. Especially when you only played a small little part of being goofy and then they made it like really bad and they've been lying about you for so long, making all this continue to slowly just make stuff up about you to the point where there's just so much that it's like it don't matter. They ain't nobody gonna trust you. We don't care. We're gonna feed you to the polar bear. We're gonna let you have that the polar bear. And if you get away from the polar bear, the whole Sasquatch gonna get you anyway. So there you go. You got it. No, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to go get a salad with half the kingdom. And hey, can we go fishing, honey? Oh yeah. Would that be all right? Can we do? How do we arrange that? I mean, like I said, you seen me. What are you gonna charge me with being goofy? We're gonna charge this guy with being silly. You're under arrest, sir, for being silly. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, at least I've documented everything. So it'll be the biggest frame job of all time. Yeah. No, let's not do that. Later. No alligators. Please. No alligators. Thank you. In fact, can I get some more Gatorade? I need a little more Gatorade. That's pretty good stuff. Let's have some Gatorade. Oh, I don't have any cold. I got some, but it's warm. So we're going to have to go with a Coke Zero. You know what I mean? So if you don't drink the beer, right? And this here, like some of the guys used to drink O'Dills, and I'm thinking, nah. I don't know about you, but I didn't really drink the beer. Excuse me. And I'm pretty sure any guys that I ever had to go to AA with, they didn't. They weren't drinking it for the flavor either. It was that stuff, that they send rockets to the moon with, and fuel like jet airplanes and stuff. They call it ethyl alcohol. Yeah, it's not really good stuff. If you ever try to drink it, it's kind of like that stuff that the rubbing alcohol. It's pretty much like that. They like mix it with flavors and kind of like the cigarettes and stuff for the kids to get them all going on that sweet. What do they call that? Vaping now? Yeah. I know it's not actually, it's a form of ethyl alcohol. It's basically the same stuff. They send rockets to the moon. Yeah, it fuels jet propulsion, airplanes and all that. Yeah. Same stuff. And you wonder why maybe the Bible said, hey, you probably don't want to drink that stuff unless it's like fermented grape. Then it's like some sort of holy ethyl alcohol, but only once a year or one little glass or something. Otherwise, it's pretty much rocket fuel. Yeah. Probably not stuff I'm just thinking it's probably not real good on the organs. Even if they put like strawberries and stuff and make it all fruity, tutti fruity on you. But this here, and well, this ain't real good for you either, right? You ever take Coke? But I'm thinking, they have a harder time arresting you. Like the worst thing they can get you on is being silly and like sitting around at 10:30 on a Friday night drinking coffee, playing some cribbage. Excuse me, sir. Please put your. We're gonna arrest you for being silly and playing cards. Come on. So yeah, I'll take my chances with this. Yeah. But it's got a little what do you call it? Carbonation. So if you ever get real. And we don't, hey, half the kingdom, she don't like, I'm pretty sure she's not going to like any high fructose corn syrup. Just a guess. Just a gut feeling. Okay. So we go with this, and then we say, well, it's got zero sugar. But, if you really need that little kick or something, feel like you're having a little something to drink, a beer, hey, have one of these. Yeah. Because you never know that atomic nuclear clock. You never know when the World War III is coming. You never know when Jesus is coming out of the sky. You never know. Excuse me. When some tweaker or something is gonna like come. You remember you can't defend yourself because you're out in California, and the only thing you get is a butter knife because that's where your dad lives. So you're out there now. Oh, half the kingdom. She wasn't. So. Yeah, mate, you're like, huh? It just ain't the same, though. So I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. It's like 1 a.m. And I'm like Sleepy Joe, I gotta get my naps and my rest. Cause they got my attention. They're all like, thank God I never dated that guy. Yeah. Well, it's like Daddy. There's somebody for everybody. That's what Daddy kept telling me. And so yeah, we're only looking for one, the one that. Well, you heard it 1,000 times now. So. But yeah, pretty boring. But boring is really good though. It really is. 'Cause I don't feel like getting in any trouble. I don't feel like talking to no more lawyers that don't like me, don't want to defend me. Kind of think I deserve it or something. I don't know. But yet the guy that burglarizes homes and tweaks out every day, he's alright, I guess, maybe, huh? Never read the Bible in his life. I don't know. Religious zealot? What's a zealot? When's the last time you advocated the overthrow of the... And since when have we had the Roman Empire? Oh no, such a strange world. I miss those simple times on the farm with Grandpa and Grandma in Greensburg, Wisconsin, where you didn't have to lock your doors. Well, I still did, but you probably didn't need to back then. And just simple times. We'd work, be outside all day. We'd come in, we'd have breakfast, we'd go out and work and do the wood and milk the calves, feed the horses and the pigs and the chickens, and do a little work around the farm. And we'd come in for lunch and have some summer sausage and some cheese. Or maybe we'd take a drive into town, up to the cheese factory. Grandma would make homemade ice cream and homemade all kind of stuff. Simple times. There was even times where Grandpa would sell, I think way back, he would actually make a few bucks selling grain or corn or something. We would take it in. But they put Big Ag put a kibosh on that long time. I mean, you're seeing it now. That's why we got the bailouts and all that, because, well, you think they're burning the buildings down now. I mean, I don't know. And they've slowly done it. They just slowly knock everybody out to the point they can't compete. They can't make any money, and then you get a dry season, a bad crop, and near impossible. And then they got all this, what do they call, Monsanto, or they got all these, they're doing all kind of crazy stuff to the seeds and all this, and in the name of, they think they're going to feed. But are they feeding the world yet? Where's all this science that they was going to put all the family farms, so people could sit around and eat, have a hobby farm and have have a little something on the side, or there's no way you could full-time farm unless you were a gazillionaire. Sad. Beings that farmer blood run real deep in the old bunker baby. Yeah. So, and then we'd come in and we'd watch a Wheel of Fortune together. And Grandma would be sitting at the table playing her cards, and Grandpa would go sit and read his book, and fun times. I miss those times. Yeah. Yeah, I ate plenty I ate lots of pork. Yeah, lots of bacon. Oh, like for the first 30 years. Like every day. Bacon, pork, shrimp, pork chops, pork ribs, pork, buck, 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 buck. Pork everywhere. Pork coming out our ears. Pork belly. Pork tenderloin. Pork, pork, pork. Oh, yeah, yeah. But like I said, the University of Minnesota did a study. They charcoaled. They cooked some pork. I don't know what it was to like 10,000 degrees, and then they put it under a microscope. There's something unique to pork, and they call it. There's a thing called trichinosis is unique to pork, and so yeah, it usually don't kill you. And you say, well, that's why they didn't have ways to cook or. I don't know. I'm pretty sure God back then there was something more to it. And so I'm saying, like, again, and they did it with like beef and shit. They put pork under a microscope. You can cook pork, literally, and there's still these microscopic parasites alive that you can't kill them in pork. And you say, well, everybody's got good bacteria and good stuff running around in your guts. And I'm thinking, yeah, but there was, hey, God said not to eat that, and they tried to kill all the bacteria because, like, I like to kill all them little bugs and them little creepy crawly things before I eat the meat, and you can't do that with pork. And so, yeah, I mean, you don't hardly ever get sick, but I couldn't go. I had to go up to Unity Hospital. I ate so many BLT. I think I couldn't go to the bathroom. And so I went up there when I couldn't go to the bathroom for like a month. And I swear it was like I blamed it on the pork. And that was about 15 years ago, and I never ate pork again. I mean, they spent like $10,000 giving me a CT scan and all this, and I'm like, I'm constipated. Like, I have not went to the bathroom in like 3 weeks. Will you help me? I don't feel good. Well, what are you eating, son? I'm like, bacon every day, all day long. I go up to my mom's shop and I get a BLTs every 5 minutes. I'm eating a BLT. You know what I'm thinking? That's the common denominator. And so ever since I started doing that, I could go to the bathroom. So, and then I tried a couple times to eat like a bratwurst because I ate about 10,000 of those watching football and drinking beer at the bars. So I'm thinking, I missed that. And I tried it and I got sick, started getting stomach aches. And so I just gave it up. All right. And so, but anyways, I'm leaving at 2 and 15 minutes. I'm turning this off and going to bed. I'm tired. Um, excuse me. Uncle, what's his name? You want to talk about a polar bear? Uncle who? Uncle. I had an uncle in the Air Force that lived up in. He was all polar bear. Big old polar bear. He was in the Air Force. He had a gun shop up in Alaska. What was his name? I think it was right next to the Palin's house. George. Yeah, big old polar bear. You didn't want to mess with that guy. That's how I got part polar bear, okay? Yeah. Um, yeah. Because my grandma is from England, so I'm part English. I think that's maybe where get to liking that King James version or something way back. That old English or something was in the blood. I don't know. It's just a better translation, you know. They took all the devil and all the stuff out of, they started taking it out. Now we got these translations that basically appease people to make sure we don't hurt their feelings, and we get rid of that thing about sin and stuff. So mhm. What about Paul and Louise over there in Ham Lake? Paul and Louise. Louise is still alive. Polar bears. Full-blooded polar bears. So, yeah. Like, when y'all wanna, like, hurt me and stuff, look, remember, like, I'm part polar bear, okay? And I'm just trying to understand the Bible and, like, where we came from and how we became Christians and why and what they did in the old day. Like, I want the full experience. I want I want to participate in the whole. I want to be able to appreciate how they became, the Christians and all that. And I just want to do things the way that they used to do them. Stuff like that. That's all. Okay. No reason to get all alarmed and excited. Okay. Never laid a finger on anybody. Never hurt anybody. Do you know I never punched anybody in my. Even when I got attacked, I tried to take that big old fat berry down, but that wrestling move didn't work because I was only about 50 pounds soaking wet, and he's about 350 in the sixth grade with bacon grease dripping from his earlobes and his old belly flopping around, practically just sitting on me. Thank God old Wilson was there that day, huh? Might not even be here. Uh, yeah, just want to do that. Like, that's all I'm trying to do, yo. I mentioned Alan Olette. His dad coached the Orioles. We was on the Orioles a couple years. Who was it? The Tigers. We had the Tigers. We had what was it? We had two or three of them. Huh? Oh, Hirschfeld. He went to Northdale. Man, I knew everybody, yo. I was cool. I never been in a fight in my life. Ask them all. No, I never made nobody. I mean, other than the basic, kind of like you won't shut up, Nick, and you're kind of hyper because your mama drank all that coffee and stuff like that, and you're a little annoying. We love you, man. You cool. You alright. Just chill out. Chill out a little bit, buddy. You be okay. Other than that, nobody ever hurt me, wanted to hurt me. We weren't worried about gay people. We didn't talk about gay people. Nobody was gay. We was just guys, and look, we didn't have that back then. Trust me. So y'all got it now and stuff, but like, you have to remember, we didn't have that. And if we did, there was only they was real quiet about it. So, because I never seen it. Nobody asked me about it. Nobody was ever talking. Hey, camera, hey, I'm in the closet. Are you in the closet? Are you maybe you want to go? Hey, no, never, not ever once. No way, no how. We didn't have that. I never got in a fight with nobody. Never hurt nobody ever. Nobody ever punched me except for that goon who attacked me out of nowhere because Mike Say put him up to it. Then he tried it twice. Man, I don't know. Okay, ask him. So if you got anybody on the internet saying stuff about me, hey, look at his face here. Does this look like a guy that should be down with this? No. And I ain't doing it. So, and all that, man, and again, nobody drank more, nobody could drink more beer than me. So nobody was really more, I'm sure, I'm almost certain like I was the one that probably had the highest alcohol content most of the time when I would drink beer, light beer, you know, except for a few people drinking the liquor and they were really hammered, but we never got in a fight. I never ran my mouth and got hit in the face. Nowhere, ever, never. Got along with everybody, okay? So quit this here. Okay, I'm just saying. I'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Y'all come back, you hear? Yeah. Hmm. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all these people really like me, but they weren't mean to me except for old little tiny Tim. He was the only one who was a little snotty little peckerwood. Okay, everybody else was nice, respectful, kosher. We all got along, and hey, how you doing? Whatever. I'm not saying all these, but go ask them if I did anything weird, or they'll tell you. Nah, he was normal. Okay. Or they're lying. But other than him, they would. I don't think any of them would do that because these are all my childhood acquaintances and stuff. And so unless somebody's paying them off, and that's possible, because money is nothing now. We got a fiat currency. All we're doing is playing a shell game. We're just moving, and now it's all electronic. So now they're just controlling us. And guys like me are going to have a real tough time. So I got to find some people somewhere because they're just going to they're going to make your banking. They're going to ban you off the social media and say, "We don't want you old Mohican dinosaur. We don't need to deal with you people anymore because we control everything. We control all the computers, and we pretty much got rid of all you guys. So go out in the wood, have fun with Sasquatch and the polar bears. They don't like you, so you'd probably be better off if you just quit talking about the don't. Hey, can if you want a little soup, son, just don't say just what I tell you what. We'll make a little deal just because your grandfather fought more, and you kind, you know, if you just stop with that Bible so much, and you can't say that homosexuality is a sin. Well, we might give you a little soup, and we won't destroy your computers, and we won't shadow ban you off every social network out there, and we won't make your life miserable. Just compromise her a little bit, Nick. Come on, resistance is futile. Do you want to end up in the woods with no soup and just polar bears and Sasquatches that hate your guts? Wouldn't it be better just to hang out with us people who don't believe in God anymore and be like us? And, we're nicer anyways. We're the ones who've been taking care of you. Or we've been the ones that have. I don't know, man. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Yeah. I'm pretty sure the only reason that they're allowing these videos to be produced at this point is, well, A, either they're a lot more Christian and Jewish than I thought, or B, they're waiting for me to indict myself so they can me with a hate crime, like for real, like I threatened somebody or something, or C, they just haven't quite got around to looking at them all, and they're like, because like, are we allowed to really like have the First Amendment anymore without cussing, swearing, and being rude to people and mean and speaking the truth? Or like, I'm really surprised there. Or are they? Is the CIA funneling these out and making it look like there's one or two going somewhere, and they're all above the law or something out, and it's just polar bears and Sasquatch? I don't know, but don't ever try to get me that. No, I wouldn't take this. I'm serious. If they turn the internet off and they come over the intercom of your smartphone and they say, "Look, we are in World War III. The internet. We've had an EMP. There's no internet access, but we have our phones. We have limited service. Like an Amber Alert or something. Please report to your local Walmart to receive your mark in your right-handed forehead so that you can get your monthly ration and still survive. Get your Bible and go for a hike. There's lots of like vegetables and grass. You can eat grass and like plants. They sell books still that where like you can, based on the air. You got to be careful though, because there's poison ivy out there. There's a lot of stuff that can kill you. And start walking with some water. You can drink water out of the streams and stuff. Hey, if you take this, folks, if there's the last thing you take from old Nicky Boy, it's over. You ain't getting into heaven if you let them put that in you. You understand me? I don't care if it looks like a grain of rice, if it's smaller, bigger. Tattoo, maybe to make it a tattoo, they got the old, that little thing they're going around with, checking your temperature. Look like they're going to send a rocket to the moon with it. Don't do it, folks. If that's the only thing you ever take away from me, and this is the last video you ever see of old Camper Boy, do not take this. You will not see me in heaven, is according to what the Word of God says. Nowhere in your body. Give it up. Say, all right. Give it all to God and sit down and read your Bible. And if they take that from you, just start praying. Jesus went 40 days and 40 nights without food or water. You can do it too if you had to. And if God wants you alive, he'll get you water, soup, and maybe old half the kingdom will come around with a salad. Yeah, we'll see you later. God willing, in Jesus Christ's name, I'll see you. You send me again.